what they say, but I'm adapted to big-time all-purpose backs, and that's what he is. And I disagree with you, Bogue, on this. You talk about a guy, first, second best player in the draft. He's number 2 for me, right there with Mendoza. You're picking 3rd overall. You can't reach for CC Maui-Noa, the tackle out of Miami. Can't reach for any of the offensive linemen. You got a guy in your top 3, that's Jeremiah Love. Then you got to fix the offensive line.
All right, and so let's move it forward now. The Tennessee Titans will be making their selection. In fact, I see on the screen behind me that their pick is in. With new coach Robert Saleh, you see him there in the center of all of it. They could go a number of different directions here, Booger. What are you anticipating?
Well, they can go one of 2 ways. They can get somebody on the defensive side of the football to line up next to Jeffrey Simmons and help him, or do you pair somebody with Cam Ward, the number 1 pick last year, and try to help somebody on the offense? They got to help their star players. Are you going to help Cam Ward, or are you going to help Jeffrey Simmons? Which way do they go?
All of those great Ohio State defensive players remain on the board if that's the direction that Robert Saleh chooses to go. Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles, Caleb Downs, all of them expected to be drafted early here tonight off that outstanding Buckeyes defense. Will that be the direction Tennessee goes? We'll find out in a moment. Here he is, the Commissioner Roger Goodell, making his way to the podium to announce selection number 4.
With the 4th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Carnell Tate, wide receiver, Ohio State.
Wow. That one sends a charge through this crowd, and wide receiver U strikes again. Carnell Tate is the 6th Buckeyes wide receiver to get drafted in the 1st round in the last 5 drafts. He started 25 games opposite Jeremiah Smith the past 2 seasons, caught 103 balls for 13 touchdowns. Mel.
He's a ready-to-go guy for the NFL. Precise route runner, great hands, great character, great approach, the way he tracks the deep ball. So for Cam Ward, the key, guys, is getting Cam Ward at an elite level. He showed mid-season and late he could be that guy at quarterback for the Tennessee Titans. Carnell Tate qualifies as a safe pick. You know what you're getting. By the way, he'll also block as well. Very unselfish player. Had a great year for Ohio State. Jeremiah Smith certainly helped out. Jeremiah Smith's going to be one of the top 3 players drafted next year. This kid's had some help certainly to Ohio State, with Smith being that guy on the other side that everybody had to worry about. But for Carnell Tate, he checks the boxes. He's not, I think, the elite receiver that you think about in the top 5, but you know what you're getting, Lou. You know you're getting a solid guy, and he doesn't drop the football.
Yeah, look, we talk all the time about how do you help out young quarterbacks. You got to get them weapons. You got to get them weapons. You got to get them weapons. Their number 1 wide receiver last year, Elagayo Manor, who I saw at Stanford a couple years ago, he led the team as far as wide receivers are concerned with 515 yards. Only one other team had a wide receiver who led the team with less yardage. I mean, with more yardage. That's just above 500. That's the New York Jets. So they need more weapons on the perimeter. This guy is silky smooth now. Silky smooth. And he catches everything. What a great pick for Cam Ward. I promise you, he's happy right now.
And when you understand what new offensive coordinator Brian Daboll is going to do, I think he loves Cam Ward. He wanted to pick Cam Ward when he was the head coach of the New York Giants. Now you have Cam Ward as your quarterback when you're the offensive coordinator in Tennessee. And I think now he has a weapon on the outside. And so you get an opportunity to fairly judge your young quarterback. You got to get your young quarterback a playmaker, and Carnell Tate. Now, he's going to be asked to be the number 1 at Ohio State. He understands how to run routes. And I don't care about the speed. He knows how to separate. Just look at the balls that he went deep on and beat DB after DB for deep balls in the Big Ten.
So Carnell Tate becomes the first Ohio State player off the board in this draft. I'm not sure how many people saw that coming, with Arvell Reese available and Sonny Styles available and Caleb Downs available. But Carnell Tate becomes the 2nd receiver drafted in the top 4 in the last decade. Marvin Harrison Jr., also from Ohio State, was the other. Harriet Bonvoy takes us down to Laura, who's standing by with Carnell Tate.
Carnell, what do you want your new quarterback, Cam Ward, to know about what you'll bring to this Titans offense?
I'm a reliable target for him. Whenever he needs me, I'm there for him. I'm always open.
You had a really incredible moment where you wanted to honor your late mom, Ashley, tonight. Can you show us how you had her name inscribed on the inside of your jacket? And as you're showing us, how did she help you achieve your dreams that you wanted to achieve, but that were also her dreams?
Yeah, my mom, she's my everything. She was my rock. She's my world. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here. She sacrificed everything for me. I'm forever in debt of it.
I know she'd be so proud tonight, Carnell. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, that is what this night is about. It is about the fates and fortunes of every team in the NFL being reshaped, and it is about the wildest dreams of these young men and their families coming true directly before your eyes. Mendoza, Bailey, Love, and Tate are the first four. The New York Giants are on the clock. You're watching the NFL Draft on ESPN. Along to help him do it.
In partnership with the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors, TAPS, one of the NFL's Salute to Service partners, we are honored to recognize the surviving family of United States Army Major Paul C. Volke. Major Volke sustained tragic fatal injuries while deployed in Afghanistan. He is survived by his spouse, Tracy, and their two sons, Andrew and Benjamin. Major Volke was raised in the Hudson Valley and was a lifelong fan of the New York Giants, a tradition he proudly passed on to his sons. Volke family, take it away.
With the 5th overall 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Football Giants select Arvell Reese, linebacker from The Ohio State University.
At number 5 overall, that is the highest pick any John Harbaugh team has made in his head coaching career. And this one is the guy you send off the bus first. He's 6'4", 241 pounds. He ran 4.46 at the Combine, a consensus All-American Lewis, and the Big Ten linebacker of the year.
I went out to Columbus to watch him work out, Greeny, and he was working out with his shirt off, and I'm just sitting there going, that's right out of central casting now. That's exactly what you're looking for in just a defensive weapon, an off-ball linebacker by positional, identification. But what he's going to be is he is going to be a weapon for new defensive coordinator Denard Wilson and the New York Giants. You know what this makes me think of? Think of some of the people that they have in New York right now. You think John Harbaugh is thinking back to the Giants of yesteryear when they had Carl Banks, Pepper Johnson, and they had the great LT. Think of some of the guys they have now at linebacker in this new 3-4 booger. They got Brian Burns, Tremaine Edmonds inside, Abdul Carter, Kayvon Thibodeau, and now